Well, there ain't but one way to get it there. You know, I was just thinking, there ain't nothing like being out in the woods. Can't hear nothing but the wind and the birds. And yourself breathing, trying not to have a heart attack. Pushing a probably 250-pound plus loaded wheelbarrow through beautiful nature. If you've never done it before, I'd encourage it. Okay, break's over. Okay, next break. You know, it's times like this fella reflects on his decisions. Because you ain't got much else to do that and try to breathe. It's beautiful out here. Okay. One more push. Okay, give me just a minute. Whew. Nothing like good morning exercise, I tell you. Whew. Oh, I gotta show y'all something. Hang on. Y'all remember this? Yep, we're back. I thought about it and thought on it. I appreciate all the views and everything the little truck brought. It is an interesting little truck. Okay, come on. You gotta breathe. And I did read the comments, each one, and I appreciate each one of them. They did help me decide, make a choice on it. And putting them all together, the comments I received, if I added them all up and subtracted the one and brought down the two, there is some value in this little truck, some way or another. Parts, fixer-upper, yard art. It does have value. And basically the landowner gave me permission to just come see what I could do with it. So that's what we're going to do. My goal today, if I don't wear out before I get there, see if I can get these wheels unstuck, if they're even stuck. And I was able to come back over here, up here, wherever I am. I think it was Saturday. And the landowner was here, and he had a little digital air pump. And believe it or not, we put 15 pounds of air in this tire, and it held. And it's several days later. It don't look like it's leaked none of it down. So, that's a plus. The other tire on the passenger side, we couldn't get the nozzle end screwed on to the valve stem good enough. So, and I've got to make one more trip back down the mountain. I brought my big air compressor. I'm wondering if miracle of miracles, this tire won't hold air. Never know till we try. I've given this little truck tons of thought. This is the engine, and when I was here a few days back, I kind of just scraped this bed off, and there is not a hole in it. It looks like there might be one right there. It's probably about as big as $50. It's solid. So my conclusion is, oh, this is the engine. I got it. I'm not sure, it may be too far gone, I don't know. Has carburetor. Whatever this aluminum, let me see if I can roll it over. That on the bottom, that aluminum looking, it's busted. I don't know what that is. But I have a buddy that's a mechanic, and he told me one day when I could get it out of here and to his shop, just bring it and drop it off, and he would see, give me his opinion on it. And this video might be a little long. I'm going to try to video as much as possible, or I'll probably have to just pause y'all and get some stuff done and come back and show you what I did. Because as I was trekking up here, my little tripod broke, but I'll do the best I can with it. And was talking about it with my wife, and she was looking at it close. She said, that looks like a big Tonka truck to me. And I actually restore old Tonka trucks, one of the things. And I've looked at this little truck really close, what it consists of, and I have redone them old toy trucks that have way more parts than this thing does. You take these two doors off, there's nothing there but this front sheet metal, which I think overall is not bad. But the goal is, and then I'm going to have to quit talking, I'm about caught my breath now, and get to work. See if I can get, if these wheels ain't stuck, or if they are stuck, get them unstuck. I think I have two wheels and tires that'll fit the back. And if I get that far today, I'll have to quit. And I've still got to make another trip back to get another wheelbarrow load of tools. Get my compressor. We're going to see what we can do with it. And anybody that is interested in this little truck, subscribe. And they tell me there is a notification, they call it a notification bell you can hit, that anytime I post anything, it will let you know. And follow along, and let's see what we can do with this little thing. We're going to start small, start slow. I have, if you watch my previous videos, I've only been doing this about a month. Like I said, I do this stuff all the time anyway, probably before there was a YouTube. You've got to earn a living. And you start small with a small thing, see if it'll roll, see if it's stuck. And then the next step, I guess, would be get it out of here. But anyway, it's already been 9 minutes. I'm going to pause y'all and see what I can't get done or do. I'm probably going to have to make another trip back to get my air compressor. But I won't do that now. That's too far and too long. And what I'm going to do is get my jack under there and see if them front wheels is stuck or not. Alright, when I get that far, I'll be back. Okay, y'all looky here. I know that shot ain't good. I'm having to hold this with one hand. That was not stuck. I did spray PB Blaster. I was able to get back here, go behind the tire, and spray it in that hub. But that one's loose. Okay. Shoot, that tire's only flat. That's amazing. Some of these old tires, you wouldn't think they'd do it, but if you don't put too much air pressure in them, they'll hold. Okay. We'll consider that a win. Let me pause y'all and get over here on the passenger side. get this jack under here and jack it up and see what the other side does. Okay, this one ain't wanting to move. So what I'm doing, taking PB blaster, I can get behind the hub a little bit here, I think. And we ain't got to worry about getting the brakes all slick. I highly doubt it's got them anyway. It's not going to go nowhere. I did find out one more thing. The steering, it actually works. Surprisingly pretty good. But when you look under this little thing, I don't know how well y'all can see that. It's not bad. The frame, this looks like, I don't know, undercoating or something. The frame is solid, surprisingly so. I did find out this truck was parked here, and this is a rough estimate now, in the late 60s or early 70s. The story goes, it was bought, back then people would take Volkswagen Beetles and things and cut them down and make, they called them rail buggies. And they had bought this for the engine to go in a homemade rail buggy. And as a matter of fact, the property owner pointed out to me the other day, I didn't even know it. I thought it was just a pile of metal. Right there's what's left of one. But, and they got this engine out to put it in a rail buggy. And it said it had a busted head. So they just threw the engine up in the back of this truck and just pulled it way out here in the woods, and that's where it's sat ever since. So that engine may be toast, I don't know. Maybe find another block somewhere or something. That is, even if we get to that, that is way down the road. The fella that owned it way back then, he's in his 80s now, so that's how long it sat. I'm gonna let this soak a minute or three, and then we'll try it again. I'll be back. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna try to get them spider webs out of here. They're the biggest doggone spider webs I've ever seen. And I'll be back. Okay. Phew. We got movement. I believe what it's hanging on, we have got the jack positioned. It's hitting the jack down here. And I heard something slip a minute ago, so I don't want to get too far under there. I don't know what this little thing would weigh. Yeah, anybody out there got any idea what these weighs? I think that's what's holding us up now. I believe this one's loose. I'm gonna catch my breath and make a trek back down the mountain. That's I don't know if you can tell, that's a ravine down there. Down, how did they do it? Down there, way down, and right at the top of this crest, it drops off again, way down. So this little feller is actually sitting on top of the mountain. But you know what? You don't try, you'll never know. Ain't that right? And I'm not one of these fellers to complain and slang tools and get mad and break stuff. I don't do that. If you hadn't got the patience and stuff, I wouldn't recommend trying stuff like this. But there ain't nothing easy that's worthwhile. And to me, I did get this swept out some. I got the seat raised up. This up here, I can't get that door open still, and I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to keep soaking it. This don't appear that bad. Like I said, you take these two doors off, there's nothing left but that front panel and this back panel. just sheet metal. And no, I don't have the money. That's, if you go back and watch my first videos, to show what you can do with little to nothing. And no, it's not a 100-point restoration, all that, but everything don't have to be. If I could, I would love it. But you can see steering's loose, and interestingly, I don't feel a lot of play in that at all. But I did find these, which we will desperately need here in a little bit. And I had hoped to have it up on all 4 wheels before I had to end this video, but I don't know. It's already gone 16 minutes. I try not to do more than 15 or so, because anything longer than that. But see how it goes. I might let this one run a little longer, see if I can get some tires and wheels on it. I've got to go back down the hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, at least 2 more times. I've got to get my air compressor and then go back and get the tires. But that's what it's all about. If I didn't enjoy doing this, and well, like I said, I have to earn a living, and there's some value in this little truck, be it $6 or $6,000, I don't know. But to me right now, the value in it for me is learning about Volkswagens. And I've always wished I could do metalworking and sheet metal and welding. And I can't think of a better candidate. You got to learn somewhere. Even the best of the best welders and sheet metal guys, when they started, they didn't know what they was doing either. So, all right, let me pause this and I'll be back. Like I said, I'm trying not to run this one long. There'll be several more before I think, before I even get a chance to try to get it out. All right, be back. Okay, made it back. Boy, this could be a good course for the Marines. What you think? Would it hold there? Or no? And my air compressor, I had 160 pounds when I left the house, but that was a good while ago. It's down to about 20, so I ain't worried about over pressure in it. It would help if it'd hold there though, just enough to, when we do get to it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to do this and hold the camera too. Well, nothing happened. Huh. Okay, let me try something. I'll be back. All right, let's try that. We'll learn together. Air's not going in it. Well, shoot, I may have to take this little tire off. Come on, little feller. Valve stem, I guess. I don't know what good that'd do, but when something don't work, first thing, beat it with a hammer. Nope, I'm just losing my air pressure in my compressor. All right, let me tinker with it. Okay, it's been a split second for y'all. It's been a 45 minutes or so for me, and I'm gonna try to walk and talk at the same time. I gotta go back down to the truck, back down the hill, and I'll try to keep this as steady as possible. I don't know, it will not take air, the valve stem. Something's got it plugged or it's just rotten. And the next thing is take the tire off, and with the tools I brought up here, they won't get it. Let me see, my wife told me don't look down on people. But I can't see real good and I gotta watch where I'm going. But I'm headed back to get my 4-way lug wrench. And I don't know how that sunlight's doing, but I got one shot. I think I brought my big, I don't know what it is, 3/4 inch or whatever. And that's pretty much going to stop us trying to get it rolling out of here today. So unfortunately, I'm going to try to get that tire off. And time I get, it'll take me 2 or 3 trips with a wheelbarrow to get everything back down. That may be it for this video. I apologize. But, and the only reason I'm getting to work on this right now is unusually warm here for this time of year. And it's really pretty. It's almost like summertime's returned. And as soon as the weather turns, if this is still sitting here, there's no way. It's usually rainy and wet and stuff. There's no way. So the next few videos I do may be on this. I'd really like to at least get it out of here. And maybe get it, figure out some way to haul it somehow, roll back or something back to the house. Which again is quite a few miles from here. And those of you that are interested in the old 76 Ford, we're not done with that. We're just getting started. I can actually work on it when the weather's not so good and stuff, because I'm right there at the house. And I just want to try to get this out of here. Like I said, the value in it for me right now is just learning about VWs and some of the sheet metal work. I've got a welder, and I call them a press brake. I don't know what they're actually called. I've never welded before, but you got to start somewhere. And my beloved wife told me, said, well, go try it, Jay. You can't mess nothing up on it. And I think she's right. Well, let me go get that, my bigger tools and get the tire off. And like I said, unfortunately, that's probably going to be it for this one. It's already 22 minutes long, and I'm sorry for my hand getting in the way. And if I get the tire off, I'll come back and we'll wrap it up. I don't know why, but I watch a lot of the outdoor YouTubers. I really enjoy that. The woods is where my heart is, and they always video a mushroom. So I thought they'd do it, I'll do it, and there must be something to it. Anyway. Okay, I got my breaker bar. I got y'all propped up against a can of PB Blaster. Let's see if we can get these lug nuts loose. I don't know, they call it a breaker bar. I don't know who it's supposed to break, me or the tire. There's one. Well, that wasn't even tight. That's a good thing. All right. The wheels keeps wanting to turn on me. So that's a total of 3. Yeah, I apologize for the wheezing and breathing. Sometimes I have a hard time getting my breath, but it'll be all right. I don't know about that one. You know, that tire's got good tread on it, so I might get another mile or 2 out of that. Let me let it down a little bit where there'll be some pressure on that. I'm about out of time on this. All right, let's see what we can do. Y'all remember where we was at? Was it here? another one. And I think this is the last one. If you are, there we go. Okay. I would say that was fun, but actually wouldn't. And again, I broke my little stand I had on the way up here, getting it back in here. But let me pause this. We'll at least get the tire off, and we'll have to call it a episode on this one. Well, I'll tell you what. Howdy. That's service with a smile. It just came off for me. Okay, this tire had to come off anyway. I couldn't see it before, but I didn't graduate or go to college or nothing, but that is a hole. So it had to come off anyway. And that's gonna put the brakes on us today. I've got to get a tire on that. I only have 2 wheels I think will fit the back. I've got to load this up, take it with me. And I don't know, this is 27 minutes long. That's long enough. But what I know about Volkswagen front ends, which is absolutely nothing, I don't think that's supposed to be like that, is it? Looks like somebody wired the front end together or something. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it. Y'all, appreciate you watching greatly, and again, I appreciate all the comments and input, every one. It did help me decide. Like I said, right now the value in this is maybe learning a little bit about Volkswagen and learning a little metalwork and welding, and just seeing if we could get it rolling and out of the woods at some point. And again, probably if I get the chance, the next few episodes will be on this. But this is by no means my main thing. Again, like I said, the weather just happens to be really pretty right now. And I can get in here and do this. And once the weather turns, if it's still sitting here, I'll have to just forget it for several months. But we'll be back on a old red. I'm going to pull the valve cover off of it. The old 76 Ford. Like I said, I know it's got burnt valves. It sounds like it could be a rocker off. I'm not sure. But if I get the chance, I will do a short one. And we'll get the valve cover off of that. So y'all hang with me. I just have to jump back and forth to everything and different things when I can. But anyway, again, if you're interested in this little bus truck and see if we can get it out of here and stuff, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I don't know, that's what they all say. And whatever notification bell is, hit that. And anybody you think might be interested, share it with them. And again, understand, I'm not a professional, and I'm not doing this for my YouTube channel. I do this anyway to help earn a living, and I just decided, well, let's record it too. For nothing else, I can go back and reference stuff. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.